Good morning. Happy Thursday. Today is August 5th, 5th of August, the 44th episode of the Be Your Own Hero Show. Hero is an acronym. It means helping everyone reaps optimism. In other words, helping others helps you. And in the context of this show, this is my journey of me doing the work to become my own hero. Hopefully there'll be something about my journey that inspires you to become your own hero. So that's the concept. Also, I am not a certified personal trainer or a financial advisor. So take my suggestions with a grain of salt. I am telling you what has worked for me and what is working for me. In some case, what is not working for me. This is just my journey. All right. I think that's all the preliminary stuff. Shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and opportunity to talk about my journey of becoming my own hero. And there's the shirt right there. And I'm here live, usually live, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. Although today, this is a pre-recorded show. Oh, I gotta do the video. I'm gonna do the video, the little snippet. Here we go. So technically, I don't need to pre-record today's show. The itinerary here today is a little lighter, but there's a lot going on generally, and I just want to get the show out the way. And now that I know that I can pre-record the show, this is kind of liberating. So anyway, that said, welcome to the show. Today is Thursday. As you know, that means this is Tally Thursday. I don't have too many stats today because I've been really busy with the Nissan group. It's been a really good trip. I'll get into that in a second. But I do have a couple numbers. So as of today, I have run 142 miles since June 1st, which still boggles my mind. As the numbers creep up, it boggles my mind. For frame of reference, that is further than Nashville to Chattanooga. Further. Like I'm past Chattanooga now on the way to Atlanta, theoretically. So there's that. And also, I like how there's some symmetry with the numbers right now. So 142 miles run. And then based on the number of donations that I have thus far, I'm going to be distributing about $140 to each of the 7 nonprofits. So I like that symmetry. And who could plan that, right? Who could plan that except the universe? So there's that. So speaking of which, what I'm going to do is hold myself accountable to make disbursements not starting today, but from today to Thursday. So the next Tally Thursday, I will be able to say that I've made donations to all seven of the nonprofits that are benefiting from my charity run. And if I get more money in by then, because there's 4 people that haven't paid yet, so if I get more money in by then, so in other words, what I'm doing is I'm going to divide the current amount by 7 and make those disbursements over the course of this week. And then when more money comes in, I will continue to make disbursements by dividing by 7. So I can just get it going. I don't want to wait for all the money to accumulate. I want to just start making these donations. So shout out to the nonprofits. Oh, I'm going to do a roll call then too. I'll do a full roll call of all 7 of the nonprofits that are benefiting from the charity run. I hesitated right there because I need the nonprofits to get back to me too about how they want the disbursements. But anyway, I will do a roll call of all 7 nonprofits that are benefiting. FYI, all 7 of the nonprofits serve the unhoused disbursements. But anyway, I will do a roll call of all 7 nonprofits that are benefiting. FYI, all 7 of the nonprofits serve the unhoused in various capacities in various cities. So in Nashville, Tennessee, in Memphis, Tennessee, and in Louisville, Kentucky, and in St. Louis, Missouri. So 4 different cities. Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, so I'm going to tick down from 7 down to 0 between now, this Tally Thursday, and next week Tally Thursday. Okay, so you heard me say yesterday that there's symmetry in this car space too. That now that I'm thinking about things in a different way, I see how some of these car terms can be applied to the universe and the world around us. And I hadn't noticed that before, even though I've been in the car space for years. So I said I was going to talk about that later. And then I remembered my own catchphrase, now is better than perfect. So I'm going to try this right now. I'm going to try this right now and we'll see how it goes. So as you may know, unless you're just joining us. I am currently on a test drive with Nissan. I'm in Traverse City, Michigan, where I've been for the past couple of days. I've been test driving the 2022 Nissan Pathfinder, which is really sexy. This is a motion sensitive light. There we go. I got to move around every once in a while to get the lights back on. Anyway, all the Pathfinders are parked right outside my window. I'm on a second floor and I can look down and I see the whole row of them. Beautiful car, great road trip. I've had so much fun experiencing the cars and driving around, not just the town, but around the area, because we've had some really epic places to go to. So really quickly, let me just talk about the sand dunes. We drove to a place called Sleeping Bear Dunes Park, or Sleeping Bear Dunes Lakeshore. But anyway, it's a national park, and there are these massive, massive sand dunes. Like imagine the sand dunes in the desert, right? This endless sand dunes. But in this case, they go down. Like there's a sand dune that goes down. It's like a cliff, a sand dune cliff. So you can see the edge, and you're like, all right, I can see that it goes down, but I can't see how far. So you got to kind of go over to this overlook deck. You go out on this deck, and then you can see the whole thing, how steep it is, how far it goes down. And there's a thin strip of a beach down at the bottom, and then there's people walking around, but there's no way back up except back up that steep embankment. It is so steep that you have to climb up on all fours. Like you can't just walk, it's that steep. So we're talking about a massive hours-long bear crawl to get back out. And we watch people trying to get back, and they will take a break and trying to get back and take a break. So anyway, I'm distracted now by telling you this story because I took photos, but they won't translate. You're just going to see kind of people far in the distance that look like they're crawling, and you don't really get the full understanding of it. So I'm explaining it now. So when you see the photos, you'll understand that all these people are people that ran or really slid down to the bottom of this sand dune, and now they're crawling their way back up. Okay, that said, I want to get back to the safety features of this vehicle. So the safety suite is called the Safety Shield 360, right? And what's interesting about the symmetry is this. The Safety Shield 360 will save you if you get into trouble in terms of its emergency braking. It's specifically called the automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, which means it will notice a pedestrian. So if you get too close to a pedestrian and you don't notice that person, or too close to a vehicle and you don't notice, the car will stop you, right? But the other features of the Safety Shield 360 have to be turned on. So look at this now. So there is blind spot detection, for example, in the suite. But if you want to know what's in your blind spot, you have to activate the 360 system. You have to turn on the safety shield. You don't get it automatically. You have to turn it on. In other words, you have to do something. You got to do your part. And you have to keep doing your part repeatedly. If you want to know what's in your blind spot, if you want to be aware that there's something in your blind spot, you have to take the step of activating the system every time you get in the car. Every time you start the car up, you start moving, you got to activate the 360 system. This is very important because it applies to us in terms of our lives. We have to turn on our own system. We have to connect with the divine, with the still small voice, with our intuition. And we do that by doing the work. Like you don't just get it automatically. Like the universe is trying to talk to you all the time, but in order to strengthen the connection so you can hear what the universe is trying to tell you, you've got to strengthen your connection. You've got to go within. And Rev Melissa talks about the 3333. And that is an easy way of remembering a system to get plugged in. So that's 3 minutes of reading early in the morning, first thing in the morning. Matter of fact, neurologically speaking, the first half hour when you wake up is when you're most impressionable. So within that first half hour, you want to do some inspirational reading, some inspirational journaling, some some meditation, and some affirmations, or in her case, she would say prayer. So 4 things: reading, writing, meditation, and prayer, right? If you could only do those 4 things for 3 minutes, that is a very fundamental practice that will connect you to the divine, that will connect you to the still small voice inside of you. It will activate your safety shield 360, your personal safety shield. You'll start to know what's in your blind spot. You'll start to feel things in your blind spot. That said, the emergency braking is built in, it's automatic. So if you get into real trouble, you don't realize it, the car will stop you. And in life, if you get into real trouble, the universe will stop you. I'm thinking right now about my Smoothie King story. If you all missed that story, you got to go back and get that story. But I did not know that I was hurting myself by by consuming this smoothie almost every day over the course of a year. But the universe set up a series of events that led me to not only become aware of it, but to shift away from it. So the universe got you. The universe got you. But you got to do the work to connect. You got to do the work to connect, to be more in tune with the still small voice within you, which is the same as the universe talking to you. So I'm seeing all kinds of parallels between these car features and life and living a more abundant, a more connected life. Oh, connected. That's one of the catchphrases for Nissan. Oh, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. Okay, so I'm running out of time. I think I will continue to talk about these car features and how they relate to spirituality, because that's really interesting for me. Yeah, it's really interesting for me. I'm trying to figure out how I was going to do another one, but now I'm running short on time. Anyway, so that's that. Keep tuning in, and I'll keep talking about car features, because not only am I talking about present tense car features, I'm remembering past tense of all the test drives I've been on, these features that I've heard of before and how they have new significance, new relevance for me now. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, so the hero update. Oh, I was trying to read my writing. So the response here in Traverse City has been pretty cool. The Nissan team and some of the other journalists, bloggers have some awareness of Hero. Matter of fact, like Portia, she's one of the other journalists. She works at Rolling Out, and my friend, well, our mutual friend Christian, was on one of her shows wearing a Hero hoodie. So like, there's all this connectivity going on. There's that word again, connectivity. So it's really exciting to see that there has been ripple effects, but not completely aware of, out here in the world beyond me, beyond Nashville. So the Hero ministry is moving. So shout out to the Hero ministry, and shout out to all the people who have been aware of it and who are supporting it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The website, as always, is giveherohoodies.com. So check that out. Feel free to learn more about this ministry and support it. So there's that. And shout outs. I just want to give a shout out to one of the drivers on this trip. His name is Phil. Phil has been really quiet and laid back all the trip, right? He's just been kind of in the background. But last night we started playing cornhole. I don't know if you know what cornhole is. I didn't know that that's what it's called, but it's that board with a hole in it, and you toss a beanbag and try to get your beanbag into the hole. So I see them all around Nashville, and there's one even here at the hotel, which I'll mention in a second. But last night we were playing cornhole at the winery where we went for dinner, and Phil was over there on the side talking trash. He's not playing, mind you, but he was talking trash. And then he got up to play. The point is, it was uncharacteristic because he's been very quiet. We started talking trash, then he got up to play. And my man came alive. He was like spitting the bean bags. He practically threw him behind the back. Like he had like a football spiral on the bean bag. Boom, right in the hole, hit and slide in the hole. Oh man, he killed us. I was playing against Phil. It was a blowout. It was something like 21-3 or something. Like it was shameful. It was shameful. But so shout out to Phil, the secret weapon with the cornhole toss. And also the one that's here at the hotel. Yeah, I was on that this morning. I was, because 21-3, that will not happen again. That will not happen again. So I did my 2-mile run early in the morning. I came back and I practiced cornhole right here at the hotel early in the morning when no one else was out. Oh, it's going to be a rematch. It's going to be a rematch. Just letting you know. Soon come. Soon come, Phil. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. All right, so let me get out of here. I'm going to close this out, and then I will see you at 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern for Sip with Rev Melissa. I'll be producing that show live again, and then I'll be back live tomorrow, Friday. All right, so keep doing. Be a hero. Be your own hero, and this is a reminder to me now, Sekou is better than perfect. All right, later.